Members of the National Assembly have demanded the resignation of Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi, whom they accuse of inciting Kenyans against the government. The legislators have threatened an impeachment motion against the CS for accusing the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, Noordin Haji, of being the abductor-in-chief. The legislators spoke during a special sitting of the National Assembly that saw them approve 3 nominees to the cabinet. Mutahi Kagwe was cleared for the agriculture docket, William Kabogo for ICT, and Lee Kinyanjui for the investments, trade and industry ministry. The MPs sensationally claim Muturi is playing to the gallery after being demoted in cabinet. Emmanuel To has the details.
With the normal business of the national.
The session, which was meant to consider the report by the National Assembly's Committee on Appointments on the suitability of CS nominees Mutahi Kagwe of Agriculture, William Kabogo of ICT, and Lee Kinyanjui, who was proposed for the Investments, Trade and Industry docket, quickly turned into an all-out war against the Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi, whom they accused of inciting Kenyans against the government, with the House leaders leading the offensive.
And it is sad, Honorable Speaker, that today we even have cabinet secretaries who get tempted to playing to the public gallery, excite emotions on the basis of ethnicity and regions they come from, inciting communities against communities.
I can't just say my son was arrested by so and so. Give the reasons why he was arrested. And then why do you wait for 7 months so that you tell Kenyans why your son was arrested? Why don't you tell them the day he was released?
The MPs who claimed Muturi's actions were caused by his disquiet over demotion in cabinet, calling for his resignation, while threatening an impeachment motion against him if he stays on.
The honorable thing to do is, if you feel the ministry you are serving in is too small for you and you are too big for that ministry, simply resign. If you think, Honorable Speaker, that you are reassigned to a ministry where you are not able to extort money from people as you used to extort it in any other, Honorable Speaker, and you can't say to the public, and you now want to pretend that you are holier than thou, and we know you, and you know if you are about to be fired, don't pretend that you are either resigning or asking to be fired.
So if you behave in a very tribalistic manner, you behave in an awkward manner, then nothing stops us from filing an impeachment motion and removing you from office, Mr. Speaker. If you no longer believe in what the government is doing and you're a cabinet secretary, just resign. You are not welded there like chuma, like an iron. You are not welded in government. Just leave.
Muturi has this week hit the headlines, spilling the beans, linking the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, Noordin Haji, to the string of abductions, including that of his son, Leslie Muturi, at the height of the Gen Z-led protests.
As members of that opinion say aye, will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
The MPs approved the names of the 3 cabinet secretaries allied to retired President Uhuru Kenyatta for appointment after their vetting on Tuesday. The House will now remain adjourned until next month, when the legislators resume sittings after a long recess. The ball is now in President William Ruto's court, as he is expected to appoint the cabinet secretary nominees and have them sworn in before embarking on their duties and responsibilities to serve the country. Emmanuel To, Citizen TV, Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.